Area that has had very little archaeological explorations. So we're kind of like explorers, really.
These structures are rather perplexing. You want to know what it was about, why people built it like that, why they built it there.
Have you ever looked at Saudi Arabia on a map and thought, wow, that's just a big hot desert? Well, you're not alone. For years, people have believed that Saudi Arabia was just a vast expanse of sand and rocks, with nothing much to offer in terms of geography. But what if we told you that there's more to this Middle Eastern kingdom than meets the eye? What if we revealed to you that Saudi Arabia is home to some of the most stunning and mysterious landscapes in the world? From towering mountain ranges to hidden oasis towns, Saudi Arabia has it all. And yet, despite all of its natural beauty, there is a darker side to this land. In this video, we will reveal some surprising discoveries about Saudi Arabia that will challenge your preconceived notions and alter your perspective of the kingdom. So buckle up and get ready for a journey like no other, as we take you deep into the heart of Saudi Arabia and uncover the secrets that lie hidden within its borders. Number 1. The arid desert of Saudi Arabia used to be a lush green forest. The Saudi Arabian desert never fails to leave visitors in awe, with its vast and dry landscape stretching as far as the eye can see. But what if we told you that this seemingly lifeless expanse was once a lush green jungle? That's right, it's hard to believe, but this desert was once a paradise teeming with life. So how did it turn into the desert we see today? Around 6,000 years ago, early human communities called the congested Nile Valley their home. But over time, many of these people migrated to other parts of the world, including Asia and eventually Arabia. It turns out the sudden burst of monsoon rains that transformed the arid desert into a savanna-like environment drew these communities to the region. In just a few centuries, the once barren land was teeming with life, attracting a diverse range of animals such as elephants, rhinos, hippos, and crocodiles. But this paradise didn't last forever. The monsoon rains persisted for millennia before suddenly vanishing around 7,300 to 5,500 years ago, coinciding with the birth of the ancient Egyptian civilization. NASA scientists believe that the shift in the Earth's axis from 24.1 degrees to the current 23.5 degrees caused the rains to recede, exposing the land to more direct sunlight. This wobble is estimated to occur every 41,000 years, so it's likely that we'll see this transformation happen again. The sudden disappearance of monsoon rains caused the soil to slowly dry, and approximately 1,100 years later, the once thriving landscape became the arid desert we know today. It's fascinating to think about what the future holds for this region and whether we may one day witness another burst of monsoon rains that bring this desert back to life. Number 2. The enigma surrounding the rock that is 4,000 years old and seems to have been sliced with laser-like precision. If ancient people could see the amazing technology we have today, they would be blown away. But little do we know they had some impressive tech of their own. Case in point, the Al-Nazla rock formation in Saudi Arabia. What sets this rock apart is the perfectly straight cut dividing it in two, like a laser beam sliced it in half. The Al-Nazla rock has been a tourist hotspot for thousands of years, but scientists are still debating how it came to be. One geologist believes it was weathering or melting ice, but others argue that it was the work of aliens who visited Earth long ago and used a giant laser. One funny social media user even suggested that an alien with a super laser pointer accidentally cut the rock in half while playing around on a distant planet. Regardless of the explanation, the Al-Nazla rock continues to leave visitors in awe and wonder at the amazing feats of nature and human history. Number 3. 120,000-year-old footprint. Travel back in time 120,000 years ago to the Nafud Desert in Saudi Arabia. Picture yourself walking across the desert in Saudi Arabia looking for clues about our ancient human ancestors. You might expect to find nothing but sand and rocks. But what if you stumbled upon evidence that humans first migrated from Africa tens of thousands of years earlier than we previously thought? That's exactly what happened when researchers discovered fossilized footprints in the Nafud Desert, frozen in time for around 120,000 years. The prints, which include those of elephants, camels, and horses, provide vital clues about how early humans and animals moved across the region. It's fascinating to think that these lands, which are now arid and waterless, were once green savannas with freshwater lakes and rivers. In fact, the discovery of these footprints sheds new light on major climate changes that have occurred in the region over the course of millennia. The researchers were initially drawn to the elephant footprints, but upon closer inspection, they also discovered a human print. By using advanced technology like 3D modeling and high-resolution photographs, they were able to confirm that the print belonged to a Homo sapien. To date the footprint, the team used a combination of erosion calculations and luminescence dating, which measures radiation in buried grains of sand to determine the last time they were exposed to sunlight. This groundbreaking discovery pushes back the date when humans first arrived in the Middle East and provides insights into the conditions that made the region so appealing to both people and animals as they migrated north to Europe and Asia. Number 4. Hundreds of mysterious stone gates. Now get ready to take a journey through time with Google Earth. This incredible tool has helped uncover a treasure trove of ancient wonders hidden all around the globe. In the Arabian desert, for example, archaeologists have discovered nearly 400 stone structures that were previously unknown. These edifices are believed to have been built by nomadic tribes thousands of years ago and offer a glimpse into the lives of our ancestors. The mastermind behind this groundbreaking discovery is none other than David Kennedy, an archaeologist at the University of Western Australia. For over 2 decades, Dr. Kennedy has taken to the skies, using planes and helicopters to photograph the angular wheel-like structures scattered across Jordan's lava fields. It's a painstaking process, but one that has paid off in spades. The stone structures, which are thought to date back at least 2,000 years, and possibly as far back as 9,000 years, are the ancestors of the region's modern-day Bedouins. The most famous of these structures are known as kites and were discovered by air pilots in the 1920s. These kite-shaped structures were likely used for hunting, with the 2 long walls funneling gazelles into a central area where they could easily be killed. But the mystery doesn't stop there. As the lava fields extend beyond Jordan's borders into Syria and Saudi Arabia, so too do the secrets hidden within them. Dr. Kennedy has recently uncovered a series of structures in Saudi Arabia that he has dubbed gates. These structures look like simple fences with 2 thick upright posts on the sides connected by 1 or more long bar when viewed horizontally. But what were they used for? That's the million-dollar question. So far, researchers have ruled out the possibility that they were used for burials or as homes for living people. The search for answers continues, but one thing is for sure. With tools like Google Earth, we're one step closer to unlocking the secrets of our past. Number 5. Snow in the desert. When you think of the Saudi Arabian desert, you probably imagine endless sand dunes basking in the hot sun. But recently, the landscape has been transformed by snow. In fact, several recent snow and hailstorms have hit the region, causing a buzz among locals and a frenzy on social media. A Saudi photographer, Osama al-Habri, captured stunning aerial images of the Badr Governorate, a desert region southwest of the Islamic pilgrimage city of Medina, which was completely covered in snow. According to al-Habri, such intense winter weather in the area is a rare occurrence that hasn't happened in years, making it a historic hailstorm. Visitors from all over traveled to see the frozen landscape, making it a popular tourist attraction. Despite initial forecasts of heavy rain and low visibility, the impossible happened, and the Saudi Arabian desert was blanketed in snow. Number 6. The discovery of an enigmatic finger bone in the desert. Imagine discovering a tiny bone in the middle of a vast arid desert that upends everything we thought we knew about our species' early history. That's exactly what Professor Michael Petraglia and his colleagues at the Max Planck Institute for the Science of Human History experienced when they found a single finger bone at Al-Wasta in the Saudi Arabian desert. This minuscule bone, only 3 centimeters long, is the oldest confirmed Homo sapiens fossil discovered outside of Africa and the Levant, dating back a staggering 90,000 years. The discovery challenges traditional theories about the timeline of human migration, suggesting that people may have spread much farther and earlier than previously believed. While the gender and age of the bone's owner remain a mystery, scientists believe they belong to a thriving community in what was once a lush grassland based on their analysis of the site. The excitement of the discovery is palpable, as Professor Petraglia and his team spent a decade searching for evidence that would reveal more about humanity's past. Despite the finger bone's small size, it has huge implications for our understanding of early human history. It confirms that early members of our species colonized not just the Levant, but a vast region of Southwest Asia around 30,000 years earlier than previously thought. Number 7. A sudden and unexpected occurrence of purple flowers in the desert. A stunning natural event has attracted tourists from all corners of the globe to Saudi Arabia. It's a breathtaking desert bloom that has painted the sands of northern Saudi Arabia with vibrant shades of purple, and visitors are raving about the experience. They say it feels like being transported to paradise. Muhammad al-Matiri, a retired teacher, drove 6 hours from his hometown just to witness the rare spectacle of purple flowers in the middle of the barren desert. He was in awe of the sea of purple stretching as far as the eye could see. Visitors say the sight and scent of the wild lavender plants refreshes the soul. While winter rains brought flooding to parts of western Saudi Arabia last year, they have brought life to the desert in the north. The blooms last only for 15 to 20 days a year, but locals have been keeping the camels at bay to ensure that the natural wonder lasts as long as possible. Number 8. The Haunted Hospital. There's a hospital in Riyadh that's got everyone talking, and it's not because of the top-notch medical care. Nope, it's because of the jinns. These mischievous creatures are said to have taken up residence in the building, which was once used to treat Gulf War fighters. Recently, teenagers started texting each other about the jinns, and even called for an operation to get rid of them. Apparently the jinns had overstayed their welcome, and their antics had caused the building to deteriorate. This led to angry complaints from the press about the authorities' negligence. But that's not all. Several videos have been uploaded to YouTube showing young men exploring the abandoned rooms of the hospital, hoping to capture evidence of spectral activity. In one video, blazing palm trees were torched by ghost hunters. Jinn fever had reached such heights that the health ministry had to issue a statement denying responsibility. They claimed that the privately owned, dilapidated structure was beyond repair and could not be reopened as a hospital. One columnist even suggested that the authorities form an aging committee to help owners of possessed homes. It's worth noting that unlike ghosts in Western tradition, jinns in Saudi Arabia are not considered lost souls of the dead. Instead, they are believed to live parallel lives to humans, sometimes tempting them into sinful behavior. It's no wonder this hospital has become talk of the town. Number 9. Meteorites. If you were standing in the Saudi Arabian desert, would you ever consider looking for meteorites? Well, it turns out that fragments of these extraterrestrial rocks are actually buried beneath the sand. The Wabar crater, known to the Bedouin for centuries, was first mapped by John Philby, who also discovered a meteorite fragment near Al-Hadida. However, this wasn't the only space object found in the region. 2 meteoric iron masses were discovered in Najd, nearly 90 years before Philby's discovery, and a meteorite fell into the desert in Hijaz in 1910. Over the years, many other fragments have been discovered by exploration parties, including geologists from the Arabian American Oil Company. They have found meteoric materials in at least 10 locations in the Rub al-Khali. Donald August Holm, an Aramco senior geologist, has recently conducted a survey of these exotic rocks and has discovered many interesting specimens. The exact timing of these meteorite strikes is unknown, but the discovery of these space rocks has added another layer to our understanding of the Saudi Arabian desert's unique natural history. Number 10. Prehistoric era carvings of camels. Saudi Arabia may be known for its camels, but did you know that these magnificent creatures have been part of the kingdom's history for a very long time? According to a study, rock sculptures of camels found in Saudi Arabia could be the world's oldest large-scale animal reliefs. The carvings were initially believed to be around 2,000 years old, but a new study suggests they could be up to 8,000 years old, predating even Stonehenge and the pyramids of Giza. What's fascinating is that the carvings were made before the domestication of camels, raising questions about their purpose. So why were these sculptures created? Experts are unsure, but they believe that they may have served as a meeting place for nomadic tribes. However, what is truly remarkable is how these intricate carvings were made so long ago. Many of the reliefs are located high above the ground, which means that the carvers would have needed to construct scaffolding to create them. This presents a puzzle as to where prehistoric scaffolding could have come from. The mystery surrounding these ancient sculptures only adds to their allure, making them a must-see for anyone interested in the history of Saudi Arabia. Number 11. The Haunted House. There's a house in Saudi Arabia that strikes fear into even the bravest of people. It's a place where the walls are covered in scars and graffiti drawing in Shabab, but they always stop short of entering. This haunted house in Jeddah has become a legend among the expat community, a place where horror stories come to life. Locals say that 16 people have entered the depths of this decaying heap, never to be seen again. Located on the North Corniche, just a stone's throw from the seafront, the derelict house is a sight to behold. Its facade is covered in graffiti and it's slowly falling apart, yet the mystery and myth surrounding it only continue to grow. Even in broad daylight, just looking at the house causes an involuntary shudder. Crows scurry around the crumbling upper works like black rags in the wind. As you approach the rustic gates, the world fades away into a thick silence, and the dull roar of the Cornish traffic becomes a distant memory. The house's eyeless window sockets, once full of warmth and bustle, now stare lifelessly out into the derelict garden. She's an old lady now, ignored in her decline, but still standing proud. Although she retains some of her former majesty, every room in the house is evidence of a fire. The ceilings are black with soot, walls are articulated with curling shards of burned paint, and melted and cooled wiring hangs from light fittings in plastic stalactites. This place is not for the faint-hearted, and it's no wonder that people who enter rarely come back out. Number 12. UFOs sighted over Medina. Get this. Saudi Arabia isn't just intriguing to us humans. Apparently, aliens have taken interest in the kingdom too. A UFO was recently spotted in the city of Medina, and videos of it quickly went viral. The sighting took place around 9 p.m, and the videos showed two lights moving through the sky, suggesting there might have been multiple alien objects involved. One of the videos was captured near the Prophet's Mosque in Al-Masjid Al-Nabawi Square. The eyewitness who recorded it was just passing by when he saw the object and decided to hit record. He was still filming when the light suddenly split in two, leaving him momentarily stunned. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just a one-off sighting. Thousands of people were on hand to witness the incident, and there are multiple videos of the UFO on YouTube. It's safe to say that whatever these creatures are, they're definitely making their presence known. Number 13. 8,000-year-old temple. Prepare to be amazed by a discovery made by a team of researchers. They stumbled upon an incredible 8,000-year-old Neolithic settlement in Al-Fawr, alongside a stone altar and over 2,800 graves from various eras. But this wasn't a mere lucky find. The researchers utilized cutting-edge technology to conduct an extensive site of the survey. From high-quality aerial photography to ground-penetrating radar and geophysical surveys, they left no stone unturned. The Al-Fawr site is situated on the outskirts of Al-Rub Al-Khali, and the magnificent rock-cut stone temple is perched on the edge of Mount Tuwaik, overlooking the area. The temple is thought to have been a central location for ancient rituals and ceremonies, as evidenced by the numerous devotional inscriptions discovered by the researchers. One of these inscriptions, found at the Jabal Lahaq sanctuary, was dedicated to the local deity Kahal and commissioned by Wahb Alat, a member of the Malha family who resided in Al-Jara. The inscription has sparked questions about the religious and economic relationships between Al-Fawr and Al-Jawa, hinting at a possible trading relationship or religious tolerance. It's an incredible discovery that sheds light on the mysterious past of this fascinating site. Number 14. Saudi Arabia imports sand. Let's take a closer look at the curious case of Saudi Arabia and its surprising sand imports. Despite being a desert nation with plenty of sand, Saudi Arabia actually has to import sand for its construction projects. But why? It turns out that not all sand is created equal when it comes to construction. The sand found in the Saudi Arabian desert has smooth edges, making it unsuitable for use in building materials like concrete, bricks, and glass. On the other hand, river sand has jagged edges that are perfect for construction purposes. Unfortunately, due to increased global construction activity, river sand is in short supply and high demand, and it takes hundreds of years for a river to produce sand, leaving Saudi Arabia with a shortfall. To fill the gap, the kingdom imports sand from all over the world, with Australia being one of its biggest sand trading partners. This trade runs into billions of dollars annually, and it involves thousands of companies. So, despite being a nation surrounded by sand, Saudi Arabia must look beyond its borders to find the right kind of sand for its construction needs. Number 15. 4,500-year-old avenues lined with ancient tombs. Egypt may be known for its Avenue of the Dead, but Saudi Arabia has something to say about that. Recently, archaeologists uncovered an ancient highway network in Saudi Arabia that boasts remarkable preservation and dates back 4,500 years. The discovery of this hidden gem was the result of extensive research, including helicopter and ground surveys, excavation, and satellite imagery analysis conducted over the past year by researchers from the University of Western Australia. The funerary avenue spans vast distances in the northwestern Arabian counties of Al-Ula and Khyber and features thousands of tombs, which were meticulously arranged in a pendant or ring-shaped formation. The researchers determined that the tombs were primarily used to bury single individuals or small groups, and radiocarbon dating placed their usage between 2600 and 2000 BC, with some still being used up to 1000 years ago. Remarkably, the funerary avenue's routes align with modern-day main roads, indicating that the ancient people who built them were masterful urban planners. This discovery is a testament to the ingenuity and advanced civilization that existed in Saudi Arabia thousands of years ago. Share your thoughts in the comments section below and let us know which of these discoveries captured your interest the most.